What is up, y'all? This is going to be your first training video when it comes to doing raid setups. So, first of all, what you need to know, if you don't already know, you should though, ranks 0 all the way through 8 all line up on these lines. Have someone else, if you can't do it, make sure they're on the proper line by doing /FREG, and their rank number will pop up in the chat so you can know which line they should be on. So that's 0, 1, 2, etc. all the way through 8. Make sure they line up properly. Second of all, you're going to want to go into Discord, into the training logs. Mr. Romeo Whiskey and I has set up very simple log setup so that you can see who had the best outcome when it comes to shooting training, when it comes to taser training, if they're doing drone training, whatever. They're going to tell you who had the best outcome, who did it the best, etc., etc. So you can go off of that to see who will be best at what positions. I will be showing you how to do that here in a moment, but let's get started on who you should line up based on positions. So first of all, soft hats, they always go near the packs. You can line them up at the packs based off of where they're best at, but keep in mind, soft hats, unless DFG say otherwise, all soft hats go to the packs. Now when it comes to the hard hats, by now you should already know. If you don't, go ahead and ask any one of us, that would be Miss Belly or me, where the best position is, or any team leadership where the best position is for the certain hard hat you're trying to line up. Other than that, hard hats will always go usually at the packs, but we try and we prefer you to put them outside the packs. Sometimes it might be lined up at any one of these barracks. Sometimes we'll put them in AP pack. Sometimes we'll put 2 or 3 in HQ. Sometimes we'll put them at the Southgate area by the tents. Maybe sometimes we'll be on top of the roof, by our T. It just depends on where they're best at. And if you don't know where they're best at, feel free to ask any one of the generals. If you're new to this, obviously you're going to want to know who's best where so you don't screw up a raid. So everyone's free and everyone is able to help you out with the raid. If you don't know where to position people, feel free to ask them, hey, John Doe, are you best on taser, gun, or drone? Sometimes they'll say they're best at taser. Sometimes they'll say I'm best with drone. Whatever the fact may be, they are usually honest with you. If they're terrible with a taser, they'll let you know. But when it comes to soft hats, usually, even if they're bad at tasers, they're going to have to use them anyway because they don't have the proper guns to use. But other than that, please keep in mind, when you're setting up for raids, no matter what, you're going to want to position low numbers near the packs. It doesn't matter if we have a mix of soft hats and hard hats, just soft hats, or just soft hats, just hard hats. If you have low numbers, and by low numbers, I would say between 3 and 6 numbers, 3 to 6 soldiers outside of the generals, you're going to want to put them and position them near the packs. Yes, that means you can position 1, maybe 2 people, depending on the numbers, at these barracks, or maybe by HQ. But as long as they're close to the pack, so that they have the backup if needed. Also, one quick mention, choke points for Southgate. There's one right here for the taser. There's also one right here at this pillar over here for the taser. You can use these points for soft hats specifically if you want to have taser positions if you have the numbers. Don't put them there if those packs are freed up and don't have anyone by them. Also, when it comes to positioning people in AP, we do have certain choke points for the hard hat section and the soft hat section. But generally, soft hats will go here for tasing cars, or they will be positioned here at the crates. One right here, and one over there by that corner. These 2 positions are mainly taser gun or taser gun, vice versa. But basically, these 2 people have each other's back. Sometimes they have 2 people positioned at each corner. Again, depends on the numbers. Just, go based on your head. You're not stupid. You know where the best placed people. Don't place people in stupid spots. Make sure they're nice and spread out. Make sure every position is covered. and obviously you'll know where to position them during raid and move them around during raid based on callouts. One position I like using when it comes to distraction, when it comes to drone, is right here at the wall. It's right next to the staircase, and you can ask DFG John Wick. This staircase, gang members, it's very challenging for them to shoot you through the staircase and sometimes through the rails. So position yourself right here. You're at a perfect angle to go ahead, shoot, 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 reload. Shoot, 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 reload. I love using this as more of a distraction spot, but you can tell them what to use it for depending on what you feel the raid is needed.